Why YouTube is the best business on the planet, period. It's better than stocks. It's better than investing in real estate. It has better returns than crypto. There are very few businesses like the YouTube business. YouTube is a place where people from all walks of life, all ages, and from pretty much all countries not only make a living, but are extremely successful and achieve their wildest financial dreams. And through YouTube, it's absolutely possible. And we've seen it before. We've seen creators make millions of dollars per year with YouTube monetization methods like AdSense, like brand deals and sponsorships, like super chats, like online courses, like moving their business outside of the YouTube platform and expanding past the YouTube platform. But YouTube is a great base for people to start making thousands, possibly millions of dollars per year. YouTube allows its creators to get paid in more than one way, which gives them the opportunity to develop multiple streams of income. And this is extremely important. We all know that to become affluent and financially successful, we need multiple streams of income that can branch out past the YouTube platform. YouTube's such a successful business model. Well, for one thing, it can create true passive income. Creators can get paid every single month for years and years after making just one video. And let me say that again because it's so powerful. Creators can get paid every single month for years and years after making just one video. One video can steadily pay you a monthly paycheck for years and years if you are successful, if you know how to create proper videos, if you know how to elicit the proper emotions from your viewers, if you know how to create viral thumbnails, viral titles, and go the whole 9 yards. So one video is pretty much all it takes to pay you over and over again. Can you imagine what 10 videos, 20 videos, 1,000 videos can do for you? That single video can drive traffic to your online course, ebooks, e-learning, sponsorships, crowdfunding, etc. And guys, I want you to understand that there is no limit. There's absolutely no limit to how much money can be made with YouTube. YouTube is an absolute gold mine. Saying that YouTube is a gold mine, I think, is an understatement. YouTube is a bank. It's a bank that prints money out of thin air. People who work a 9-to-5 job are trading their time for money, which is the worst way to make money. And chances are, if you're watching this and listening to this, you are one of those people who's trading your time for money. And I don't blame you. I was doing the same thing. I didn't know any better. I thought that you had to work for somebody in order to get a weekly paycheck. And I thought that's how you lived and that's how everybody did it. I didn't know that YouTube was so lucrative. I didn't know that there was so much opportunity and so many monetization pathways through the YouTube platform. But there is, in fact, so much money to be made with YouTube. So in my opinion, 9-to-5 jobs and people who trade their money, it's a waste of time and it's the worst way to make money. Now, mind you, people do this every day. Now, people who work a 9-to-5 job are essentially wasting their time, and it's the worst way to make money, in my opinion. But mind you, do not be ashamed of working a 9-to-5 job. Do not be ashamed of getting a weekly paycheck so that you can take care of yourself and your family. You need to do what you need to do. You have to do what you have to do. But the one thing that you should be ashamed of is if you are working a 9-to-5 job, if you don't want to improve, if you don't want to improve upon your finances so that you can take care of yourself and your family more so, I think that is something very shameful. I think we should always strive to become a better version of ourselves, physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially. So YouTube is way better than miscellaneous businesses because you don't need to sell physical products. You don't have to store products. You don't have to ship them. You don't have to worry about issuing refunds, products breaking during transit, or having to send people's products back and having to refund people for their products. Physical products can pay you only once, and then that's it. So if you sell a cell phone, or if you sell somebody a laptop or possibly a lamp, you only get paid once. And the lamp can break. They can send the lamp back. They can send back the laptop. The laptop can be defective. The cell phone can be defective. Whatever the case may be. Any physical products that you sell, you can only sell once, and that's it. So YouTube videos can pay you over and over again forever. Once you make a YouTube video, it can pay you through revenue, ad revenue, which is paid by our ad sponsors, sponsorships and brand deals, affiliate links, which can essentially pay you forever if your video is performing well, online courses that you can create around your YouTube videos, website traffic, and guys, the possibilities are endless. They are really endless. If you use your imagination and you really think about it, you can literally come up with thousands of different ways to make money on YouTube. And I know that there's 5 or 6 main ways that you can monetize your YouTube channel, but if you really use your imagination, you can come up with a myriad of ways. There's no limit to the different ways that you can use to make money on YouTube. So you can work with YouTube anywhere in the world as long as you have an internet connection. And some countries don't have an internet connection, and Mr. Elon Musk pretty much solved that with the invention of Starlink, which means that nowadays you can get internet anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're in the jungle or in the Sahara Desert, you can pretty much stay connected to the rest of the world. So when we as YouTube creators start getting the hang of how YouTube really works, we can literally work only a couple of hours per week and make more than 6 figures per year. And this is not a gimmick, guys. This is not a joke. This is not something that you hear somebody tell you to try to make a sale. This is actually true. There are thousands and millions of YouTube creators who are doing this exact thing. They're working a couple of hours a week and making 6 figures per year, possibly 7 figures per year. It's possible, and it's right in front of you, and the data is public. You can actually see this. So YouTube allows people to work smarter and not harder. And remember, this way is the 9-to-5 way. Unlike a 9-to-5 job, you're not trading your time for work. You are trading your experience and your cleverness. Time is the most valuable resource in this world. For anybody, if you're young, if you're old, time is the most valuable resource in the world. It's more valuable than money. It's more valuable than gold. It's more valuable than anything you can possibly think of. And with more time, we have family and friends. We can travel the world. We can enjoy our hobbies more. We can help others become successful and help others become the best versions of themselves possible. We can catch up on our sleep. We can go on vacation. And mind you, we can work if we're on vacation. Because let's be honest, when we go on vacation, a lot of us think of working anyways. So there's nothing wrong with laying by the pool and pulling out your laptop to work on a YouTube video. That's totally fine. There's no driving to work, and there's no road rage. We've all experienced it. Driving on the highway, in traffic, on the bus, in a taxi, in an Uber, whatever the case may be. There's no road rage sitting behind your laptop. There is way less stress. I want less stress. Everybody in this world wants less stress. And let's be honest, we live in a world that's extremely stressful. Extremely stressful. Everybody's trying to get ahead of each other. And there's a lot of people who don't know how, and they're trying their very best. But no matter what they do, there's always stress in their life. And having a YouTube channel, a successful YouTube channel, can effectively reduce your stress. Saving more money for family or whatever you want. You could possibly save money for retirement, save money for your kids' education, save money for vacations, save money for anything, for a rainy day. We all need money for a rainy day. We all need some type of savings in case, God forbid, something happens to us or our family. But YouTube allows us to do this. It allows us to be with our family and friends. It allows us to help others and go on vacation and drive significantly less. It allows us to stress way less. And it allows us to save more money for our family or whatever you want. Guys, starting a YouTube channel doesn't cost anything. It's completely free. It doesn't cost anything up front. No money up front. Unlike investing in stocks or starting a physical business like a coffee shop or a clothing store, it doesn't cost anything up front. It's completely free. You can grow a successful YouTube business without spending a single penny, and it's absolutely 100% free. As long as you have a smartphone or a computer, you can be successful on YouTube. And I see people working from their cell phones, and that's fine. And people can be successful on YouTube by working from their cell phones, but I always recommend that you eventually switch to a computer as opposed to your smartphone to reap the full benefits of your YouTube channel. You can definitely use a smartphone at first, but I do recommend investing in a laptop a little bit later down the road. But of course, at first, it does not cost a single thing as long as you have a cell phone or a laptop. So anyone can be successful on YouTube. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter the country that you live in. It doesn't matter the experiences that you've been through. You can be successful on YouTube if you really put forth effort and you're consistent and persistent in making videos and continuing to learn, grow, and evolve with the YouTube platform. So there are people who go to college for many years, and I know guys like this, who cannot find a job today in today's economy because of the way that jobs and employment are structured nowadays. People are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a higher education that is not even worth the paper that the degree is printed on. And a couple of buddies of mine are in student debt. They have hundreds of thousands of dollars in student debt, and it's crippling. It's crippling, and they have these degrees that are pretty much worthless. On the flip side, there are people young to old who are making millions of dollars on YouTube with multiple faceless channels without a college degree or any significant know-how of how to become a millionaire. So this is the new age. We don't need college anymore to make money. This is not the 1980s or the 1990s. This is the age of YouTube. This is the age of artificial intelligence, the age of social media. There are influencers on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube who are making 7 figures a year from just posting videos, and they're very good and successful at doing it. And here are some example channels of what they make just with ad revenue. And this is not counting all methods of monetization. So Body Hub is doing 5K to 8K per month. Valuetainment is going at 40K to 50K per month. Cosmos Lab is making from 5 to 8,000 per month. After School is making 5,000 per month. And I know PBD, Patrick Bet David, who owns this Valuetainment channel, he's probably pulling in about $1 million per month with sponsorships and brand deals and crowdfunding and all these other sources of monetization. These channels are absolutely doing it right. So there's 200 example channels in your bonus section. So YouTube is only growing bigger by the day. It's the second largest search engine in the world behind Google, who owns YouTube. You can create a worldwide business that pulls in money from every single country, not just the country that you reside in, which means that the opportunity to become a millionaire fast is present. And with YouTube, you have a worldwide audience. If they have internet connection in their country, they have YouTube. So it is, in fact, growing bigger day by day. YouTube is a multi-billion dollar, nearing $1 trillion industry and company. And they are growing exponentially every single day. YouTube has only been around for, I'd say, about 14 years. And it's literally the biggest video platform in the world. It's the second largest search engine behind YouTube. And it brings in a substantial amount of money. And it's created multi-millionaires over and over. Okay. When you make videos, you're making an investment. And this is the reason why. So whenever you make a YouTube video, it's kind of like buying stock or investing in real estate without actually putting money up front. There's no money up front. It's completely free. Becoming a YouTube creator is literally like printing money out of thin air. And guys, it's not a gimmick. It's definitely not a joke, and it's not a dream. It's not a pipe dream. It's not me or anybody else trying to sell you anything. This is actually real. Like, there's people who work a couple of hours a week and make 6 figures, possibly 7 figures. It's definitely a reality. And I want you guys to remember this. It is a reality, and you can do this. Yes, there's people who make millions of dollars. And I know right now you're not at that point, but you can absolutely do it. I believe in you. You need to believe in yourself. Please look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm going to do this. I believe in myself. I will make this a reality, period. If there's anything that you learn from this course, guys, anything when it comes to thumbnails or titles or the algorithm or anything else that I teach, if there's anything you learn, I want you to remember this one thing. You can be exactly like the people on YouTube. You can be a millionaire. You can be more than a millionaire. You can be affluent. You can be successful. You can be whatever you want to be as long as you put your heart and your soul into it. If you stay consistent, you stay persistent, you follow the rules, you follow the structure, you learn the algorithm, you learn thumbnails, you learn titles, you learn how to post videos, you learn when to post videos, you learn your competitors and how to work around them and work with them. You will be successful. Exactly like all these other YouTubers who are making hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars per year. I believe in you, and you really should believe in yourself because you can do it.